Hello, good evening. So, you guys have asked me to give you some stories about times that I served in the military and places that I visited overseas. And so today, I've already told you about one of my trips, one of the places that I went to in Germany. So today, we're going to do Norway. I think Norway would be good. Um, I was aboard the USS Wasp LHD 1, and we went for a port visit in Stavanger, Norway. And we, the Wasp, we were with another ship. I don't remember what other ship it was, but we were with this. There was two of us together, two ships together, and we pulled into Norway for a port visit. It was supposed to be, 2 days, 3 days, 3-day port visit. Well, the Wasp is kind of big. The Wasp is a really large ship. So she couldn't pull into the port, actual port. She had to stay in the fjords. And the fjords is nothing more than the channel. So that's what a fjord is. It's the channel. So the Wasp is in the fjords, and the other ship that we're with, she's port side, which means she's in the port. She's tied up to the pier in port. So we get off the ship, and we have to take uh, water taxis from the ship into port. It's about a about a 10-minute ride from the ship to pier side, and so we're doing that. And from what I remember, the taxi was really nice. It's one of the better taxis I've ever been on, um, ever. Um, they have some really nice stuff there. So we get on the taxi, we go, and we don't have we have Cinderella Liberty. Now, Cinderella Liberty means we got off the ship at 9 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, we have to be back. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning. At 12 o'clock in the evening, we have to be back on the ship, which is called Cinderella Liberty. So all the reason that I got off the ship was I wanted to go and have a good meal at a restaurant in Norway. So that's fine. So we get off. I'm on the. I can't remember if it was. I'm trying to think, but I'm on like not the first ship. I'm not on the first shuttle. They have two shuttles, and I'm not on the first two sets. I think I'm on the third set of shuttles. So that means like the one set goes, they drop all the people off, then they come back, pick up some more, then they go back, and while they're doing that, the other one is you're going back and forth. Anyway, I'm on the third run in, and I tell um, my chief, he went in early, got what he needed, and when we were coming back, and he got back. He didn't spend that long. He gets back on the ship, and I'm getting ready to get off, and he says, "Hey, man, the weather is changing, so go go down there. They When you get there, they're going to tell you that you're not gonna get to do Cinderella Liberty. You're going to get to stay 5 hours, and then you got to be back because the weather's changing, and they're talking about possibly us pulling out." I'm like, okay, whatever. So we get off the ship and we go, and I'm supposed to be going to get a good meal. That's the only reason I got off the ship was to try some Norwegian food and to relax a little bit, and that was it. But the guy I'm with, your sea buddy, we have to be together. So me and him have to be together. When I come back, he has to be with me. So we go we go to a restaurant and we sit down and I'm going to order some food. While I'm ordering food, he's at the bar drinking. And when we go in the restaurant, it's not snowing. Look out the window and it is coming down like there's nobody's business. So I'm like, dude, we gotta go. We gotta go, man. He already told us what's up. We're not gonna be able to do this. We're gonna eat this food. You're gonna have a couple more drinks, and we out of here. No, man, he said 5 hours. He said 5 hours. I'm gonna drink some more. I'm gonna drink some more. I don't care what he said. I'm gonna drink some more. I'm like, okay, but dude, I'm gonna leave. And I can't leave without you, and you can't leave without me. And I'm telling you, have you a couple more drinks and let's get out of here, man, before we get stuck. Well, a cold front has come in and the fjords are freezing. And the wasp is in the fjords and she has to leave. By the time we get through eating, it's like 2.5 hours, maybe three. From the time we finish eating, my man has drank a few drinks. He's not feeling no pain, and we get back to the pier so that we can catch the taxi to go back. In 3 hours, the fjords, it's snowing like there's no, I mean, it's snowing. The fjords have started to freeze. The wasp has to leave us there because she's starting to freeze in the fjords. She has to go back out to sea. She cannot stay in the fjord. She has to come out in the channel and she has to go to sea. So we get there, we get to the pier, and there's a bunch of sailors there, and they say, "Hey, she's left." What are you talking about? Who left? The wasp left. What do you mean left? Where did she go? She went back out to sea. So what are we supposed to do? Well, what you're supposed to do is we'll figure that out. We're going to figure that out in a little bit, but we need all of you guys to go over here and get with. And that was the worst thing you could ever told all of us. We need you guys to go over here, and we're gonna, and then come. As soon as they told us to go over there, I took off. Boom! I know what's coming. I said, well, since I'm stuck here, I'm gonna start drinking because I hadn't drank. I just wanted to eat. I said, because I know that I'm not. This is not gonna come out good. So we go out. I see another bunch of guys from the ship. I said, hey man, what'd they say? He said, hey man, they said it'll be tomorrow before they come get us. Tomorrow? Yeah, they're gonna come back tomorrow around 11 o'clock if they can get in the fjords. So we got overnight liberty? He goes, no, we don't have overnight liberty. There's nowhere we can go. We gotta stay here. So I'm like, okay. So we go out, we're drinking, partying. Oh my God, had a blast. The people of Stavanger, Norway treated us so well, had a wonderful time. I don't know about everybody else, but me and my friends who I was with, we had a blast. We went to clubs. When we went to a club, normally you got to pay to get in the club. Some of the clubs we had to go to, we didn't have to pay because they knew that we were stranded and there was nowhere we could go. We didn't have to pay. But one beer, costs $9. One beer, $9. A shot of liquor, $20. Oh yeah. Had put your ATM card in there, use your ATM card, and you'd be out of money quick. But that's what we did. So we went, and it's about 2:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna take an opportunity to go with this person or that person for a place to stay because I don't have nowhere to stay. And long story short, I made a decision. This decision was made, and that was it. So in the morning, we get up and we go back to the pier, and because we stayed in a hotel, that's what we did. We just went and stayed in a hotel. So in the morning, we get up and we go back to the pier, and we're there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I only slept like 3, 4 hours. That's it. And so we get there and we're at the pier, and they tell us, "Hey, you might as well go ahead and back and go do whatever you want to do the rest of the day because she's not coming back. The fjords are frozen, almost frozen solid." So what actually started out as a long story short, a 5 hour thing, wind up being 2 days. Um, when we came back, the next time I went out, got me lunch. I came back because they told us to be back at 12 o'clock. We came back at 12 o'clock. When we got back at 12 o'clock, were not given an opportunity to go anywhere else. They took us and put us on this ship in the that was tied up to the pier, and that's where we stayed overnight. Slept on the floor in the dining facility or the galley. I remember that. And the next day, I'm with the squadron. I'm with the helicopter squadron. One of our helicopters comes in, flies in, picks us up on picks us up and flies us back to the ship, and we start flying people, all the people from the WASP, back and forth to the ship. And needless to say, it was something different. What I learned from this is that you have to be able to take care of yourself wherever you go. You have to be able to sustain yourself wherever you go. So if you have a debit card and you can't get money, then what are you going to do? You know, always prepare yourself for the worst, what may possibly happen. And the other thing that I found out is that when you're somewhere and you're stranded, and if people can help you, they will. You just have to be able to help yourself. And that was what I learned about Norway. Had a great time. Loved the people of Stavanger, Norway. Would love to visit again someday. Had a great time. Hopefully, I live long enough to come back and visit again. But on that note, I want to tell each and every one of you, if I don't get an opportunity to tell you Merry Christmas around the world, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate during this time of year. I hope that you and your family have a wonderful, festive, and loving time. And thank you for an opportunity to speak to you because you asked me to do this from now on. And I'm starting to like to be able to do it. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day. It's been my pleasure and my honor to speak with you. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.